Cheers.
Oh,
cheers. You fancy thing.
Yeah. Scotch, the finest in the world.
Look at your glass.
Yeah, I found it in the cup right
Just so you know, this is called cut crystal. Your grandmother would want me to tell you that. Salud. Happy Wednesday. Someone's going to say I'm giving you a bad example. Someone is going to say she is corrupting that kid. Oh, no, you're not airing ivory. Ya la dañé. Hide. Let's write this. Wednesday wine with Ana. Welcome, everybody. It's nice to see you.
How did you set that up?
Did you see?
On?
Skaboom on StreamYard. This is a platform called StreamYard, which is like Zoom, but you can have different guests. So she is so grown up. I know. You're a great example. Annette says, I know. And we've told her, like my father says, that you have to have, if you don't want to have a relationship at all with alcohol, you don't have to. And if you do, you have to, todo con moderación, everything with moderation, not lose control, not lose your consciousness, always know what your limit is. Right? Okay. This is my 14-year-old Amelia.
Hello. What am I supposed to say? What do you want to say?
Nothing. I don't know. You wanted to be here.
I did want to be here. She's right.
Okay, but you need to speak a lot, proyecta, porque si no el coso no te oyen.
Well, I think it's about time. I've been waiting for my turn. I had to ask, which I'm a little hurt about because I feel like I should have been asked. I shouldn't have had to ask to come on here.
It's called Wednesday Wine. Yeah, I get to drink and wine about you.
I'm worthy of a spot, you know?
Ooh, I like this idea, Ame. Always assume your limit is 2 less drinks than you think it is. That's great, Eddie. I like that. That's a good measurement. Yes. So you thought that you were going to be invited to something called Wednesday Wine?
Yeah.
Why? What are you bringing to the table?
Mocktails.
Mocktail. What is this mocktail? Let me take this banner out so people can see this mocktail, right?
Shirley Temple.
It's a Shirley Temple.
How pretty is that, right? This thing keeps flipping my thing.
Okay.
Okay. And so what I did was mix grenadine and Sprite. And what I used to do was do ginger ales, like a mix of ginger ale and Sprite, grenadine. And I always eyeball it. I've stopped using like teaspoons y todo eso.
Because that's how she is.
And what's it called? The ones with an M, the cherries.
Maraschino cherries. Yeah, that's how you say it in Spanish. Maraschino cherries. So this is my daughter, Amelia. She's 14 years old, currently in 8th grade, and so ready for high school.
Yes.
Are you?
I am.
They've heard me complain about like the high school search in Chicago and for selective enrollment. How's it been for you?
It's been really hard.
Complete nightmare.
Really hard. I'm not gonna lie with you. The experience is. They say it's a journey because it is, but you will fight back and forth between the kid and you. It's constant. Though it is like a week and a half until the test.
The selective enrollment test, yes.
So it's not yet chaos, but it's close. Like the classroom is very overwhelming. We've gone to that environment.
Look who says hello.
Hi there.
She loves that you call her girly. She told me today.
It was a trend.
She told me before it was a trend because Mary's a trendsetter.
Exactly.
So Ame, what kind of high school do you want to go to? Because that's what the counselor keeps asking. What does she want to do?
I want to go to somewhere which is less competitive and more collaborative.
Eso es BS para decir, I want something easy. But you also want to go to NYU. So you got to be in a high school that is competitive and get good grades, which you are a very smart little young lady. Sorry. Is it okay if I call you a young lady? Yeah. Okay. No, generation. Got to be aware of that. She's going to punch me. So, yeah. So you are looking for something, not necessarily in STEM and math and art and performing arts, but you want something that is a well-rounded school.
Right.
Okay. So far, what have you liked?
I've so far liked Jones
Mhm.
and Lane.
Mhm.
I also like Whitney Young.
Yeah, her counselor recommended this for her. Next, a car? Heck no. Hold on. Someone said this one. Lincoln Park IB program is fantastic. We know a few people. We're going to look into that too. But she's very worried that IB is going to be like way above her head.
Yeah.
But this kid is a smart kid and a responsible kid. And see, this is so cool. Look at that. It's what you put into it, Amelia. Échale ganas. Órale. You know what échale ganas means?
Yeah.
Good job. This is just the beginning. College Search takes it a whole new level. Indeed. But honestly, Amy, she has more options for college because here there's only like 11 selective enrollment high schools and 5 of them are in our area. Yeah. And then,
not necessarily in our area because either way I have to take the train unless it's Lane 40 or 30 minutes. So I wouldn't call it like in
the commute is she's fixated. Mira, Lane Tech, you can carpool. She can take the bus straight there. And because her second home is WGN, I always say that the whole newsroom is going to be her emergency contact, right? Oh, this is very nice of you. Thank you. She's going to have a very bright future. I know a few Whitney Young alumni, and they're brilliant, including Michelle Obama. You saw the tour of Whitney Young, and she liked it too.
But they didn't mention Michelle Obama, which I feel like is important.
But they didn't want to show off. My boss's son applied to 27 colleges. See what I mean?
You can apply to more than like 5. Don't they have like a limit for as many you can apply to?
In college, no. But it costs you money. Like the application it's like the Emmys. You have to pay to apply for the Emmys. My kids didn't know that. Look at my husband. Why don't you just homeschool her? May I point out your dad's cute little?
Oh,
that's a picture of you at Jamboree.
That's Jamboree. I thought that was Disney.
Oh no, it's Disney. You're right.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Look at your little band.
I know. That was the time period in which I could pull off things. And I think I've surpassed it.
Do you guys have any questions for Amelia? Thank you so much. Oh, Daddy says it's Disney. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, do you remember that trip to Disney?
I do. I remember the first time I went, wow, thanks. And by the 3rd day, I was, what now? We're still here? Are we still doing this?
The best part, just so for you to know this, okay? She was 5.5. I was pregnant with her brother. We planned 3 days. We are not overachievers. We're not super crazy Disney people. My husband had never been. And I said, let's just do 3 days at Magic Kingdom because Amelia was obsessed with princesses because we are princesses. We are. And so we take you there. We arrive. We spend 1 day. We arrived like at 4 p.m. We watch the fireworks and all the stuff. And Amelia looks at us and says, thank you for bringing me to Disney. She thought we were done.
Yeah.
We should have.
I thought we were going to Titi's after that.
Yeah, she was like, we're going to Titivanes now, right? And I'm like, Steve.
Because they told me we were going there. Because it said we were going to Florida. And I was like, all right.
And then your brother, the snob, we go, are you interested? He's 8. Are you interested in going to Disney? What did he answer?
I'd like to go to London first.
Euro Disney. He wants to go to.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yo no voy para Europa a pagar eso. No
but it
way.
Would be fancy. And they would have better food.
Here you go. What do you want to do when you finish high school? So much.
So much. College-wise, I want to major in film. And after that, I want to do stand-up comedy part-time and acting and work in the film industry up until I get selected to be the first woman to host The Tonight Show.
You still dream of that?
Yes.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm so hoping that when you get to 16, actually, I should do it this year. We don't do surprises in this house. No, we tell each other what our plans are because
we get a group text a month before her birthday. This is what I want. Here are the links.
So we were gonna surprise her with the Hassan Minhaj show. A month before we had bought the tickets, a month before she sends her dad a text. Look who's coming to Chicago.
Yeah.
Steve's like, let's just tell her.
Yeah.
Let's just tell her. So when I took her to New York when she was 11, I told her like a week before so she could get all her stresses out, tell me what she wanted to do, although I planned it pretty well.
Oh, you did. I said that half sarcastically.
Yes, you did. I don't know why.
I didn't mean it that way.
And then this time, I think for 16, because you have to have an age, a certain age to go to Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get us tickets to Jimmy Fallon.
I can surpass for 16. Jimmy,
you can pass for
I
16.
can, yes.
I don't know.
I don't know why.
Look, what it's like to be a daughter of someone as amazing as Ana.
You should live with her. I always look forward to your season.
You should live with her? Is that what you said?
Yes, I did.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I did.
Mira que somos gemelas. ¿Tú sabes lo que es gemelas?
I learned about in sofocar.
Sofoca.
Sofoco.
Tengo un sofoco. Gemelas is twins.
Ah.
Yeah, she has a lot of energy. Yes.
Is that a compliment?
Oye,
towards
Mary,
me?
¿cómo que go to California for school?
No.
Are you paying for the plane ticket to California,
I
Mary?
want to live in New York and rather not LA. I'm willing to work in LA, but not like full-time resident. No.
That's what Alex wanted to go to, Disney Paris.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, look at.
But they would have like good croissants there.
Like Tio Gatti, that you want to do the minimum you can.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a Belaval. London is less expensive than Disney. That's what my husband kept telling me the entire time we were at Disney. We could have gone to Paris. She looks a lot like Mariana. Yes.
Do it. Yeah.
Oh, this is Maddie's mom. Mariana's from. Hi, Lynn. We can't wait to have Maddie over for Taco Tuesday. We can't wait. We're going to bring her when COVID calms down, which is almost calmed down, and I can vaccinate Alex, which hopefully is next week. We'll have Maddie over. Mariana's always talking about her roommate, Maddie.
Constantly. Super
sweet. Oh, that I'm glad you said hi, Lynn.
It's Dad's fan group.
Oh, it's Dad's fan group?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Oh, listen, Jessica thinks you have a great attitude because you don't live with her.
All right. Okay.
That's a callback.
Yeah, I know.
I wonder if Abu's trying to, ay, mira que cute, become an airline pilot. Because my Tio Gatti was an airline pilot. He had a great life. He traveled everywhere.
I'm very afraid of flying things. So, like driving, let alone, I can't imagine in the air. Like, it's not going to work.
What's it like having a celebrity mom?
Boy. I don't think it's much different from having a regular mother. Also, because she's local, it's not like, we're touring every 4 months.
It's not.
It's not J-Lo. We're not touring every 4 months, okay? I don't get a dress. I don't sit on stage.
This is the great thing my family does for me. They go around me.
We humble you quickly.
You humble
me
you
quickly.
I should make a t-shirt.
Yeah.
You humble me quickly. Yeah, she learned it from my family.
Yeah.
All right. Do you mind when people like recognize me and want to take a picture while we're doing regular stuff?
I'm fine with it. I just don't like it when we're fighting and someone goes, "Don't speak to your mother that way." Oh my God! Ana Belaval! Because that's happened multiple times. It's annoying. Stop.
And I'm usually yelling at her in Spanish. And then someone's like, "Let's take a picture." And I'm like, and Amelia's tears are in her eyes. Would you do most of the things your mom does in around town?
No.
No?
No. Listen, the amount of things you eat that early in the morning, like or I don't know, I sound like a little.
You sound like your grandfather now. Mira, Mary said your teeth look great. She just got her braces off.
I appreciate that. No, but like even seeing, because you guys get to see it through the screen. I deal with the aftermath. So
of me exhausted.
We went and bought a brace 2 days ago for an injury that has been ongoing for 3 years now. So that's not something I'd like to grow up to
I get injured at work after the fact.
But I mean, listen, it's fun stuff. But I think it's better to guest and make a guest appearance than every morning.
That's what you were thinking about, haggis. That's that Scottish thing I told you I could not stomach. Yeah.
Or when like you were talking about drinking really early in the morning and that they would make you when you do.
I had Malort one time at 7 a.m. and even Sweary Mary was like, "You need to have a bagel right now." It was awful. Anna, can your daughter host an Around Town episode on a Take Your Kids to Work day?
Yeah.
And she has, remember?
I remember that too.
I lose my voice a lot in the winter time. And I took her because she was off and it was something that had to do with kids. And she did a really good job, a very good job.
I would also like to quickly point out when it was the polar vortex and COVID, we were the segment. So I do have experience with co-hosting as well. Okay.
Amira, co-hosting. You don't belong to my union. You do not belong to my union. Right, Mary? Right, Mary? Mm-hmm. Mother-daughter bonding is the best. I know. I think when I was pregnant with Amelia and they did that gender thing, we didn't do a reveal, but they told us that it was going to be a girl. My husband got really, really nervous because basically he said someone's going to want to have sex with her and that traumatized him. Like he had to protect her. And I got really excited because my mom told me, if you have a daughter, you got nothing else to ask for. And it's true. I've enjoyed her immensely. Even when she's mean to me.
Wait, hold on.
Have you been a Friday forecaster?
I have. Twice.
And she didn't know how to read. That was like that's a behind the scenes. Listen, honestly.
But guess what? That was my first experience with improv because I improvise. I would like to quickly point that out.
Put that on your demo reel.
Mm-hmm. On my resume.
On your resume tape. So Amelia has been a Friday forecaster, and the first time she did it, she was in preschool, maybe kindergarten.
I think kindergarten.
And I texted my friend Sandy, who was the executive producer then, and I said, "These kids are supposed to be 8. I'm a 6. She's gonna screw this up." And Sandy, who's known her since she was in my belly, was like, "Oh no, your kid's gonna be fine." And she was. I was very nervous. Okay. Have you thought about Chicago Academy for the Arts for high school?
Is that Chi Arts?
Uh-huh.
Oh, we looked into that. It's very competitive. And it is very
intense with the arts program.
Yes.
So one thing you've realized, I think, during this process is that you do want to pursue the arts, but not necessarily at the high school level.
I would like to have a sense of a regular high school experience so I can have that. Mm-hmm. And not as like an intense climate, if you will.
Gotcha. She could do a teen show at WGN. That would be awesome.
I could. Have your people reach my people. This is my people. Reach my people. Okay?
You're so much.
Have your people call my people.
Mira, okay. But you do something called Let's Chat.
I do.
Once in a while. And you do topics that are so good that even some of my girlfriends are like, "Oh, can I talk to my daughter about that?" You've talked about how to deal with your period. You've talked about what else? You've done food and you've done did you talk about dealing with depression? No.
Or
mental health?
That yet, but that is like in the future. Because right now I am planning to start talking about current events, which include like lack of representation in the film industry and the how do I put it? The safety on sets as well, which we've also seen in like the past week, which with what's been happening in Hollywood, and really just bringing in those examples and getting to talk about it and starting with the facts and then what I think about and how I interpreted it.
I didn't know when the whole Alec Baldwin thing happened, when he accidentally shot the director of photography or the film director and the director. I didn't know the background, and then our niece, who's studying film at Columbia College, brought it to our attention, and you did like a deep dive about it.
I was going a deep dive because I think this could happen to me. Let me see.
Mary, is she my kid or what? Wait,
this is a possibility. Oh no. But you were 20 years. That'll be my turn.
You're also growing up in an era that you have way too much information about everything. Does it overwhelm you?
Yeah, it does. Because I feel like it's also a sense of being over-prepared, which, to quote my therapist, is not something that is good, which I thought was a great trait to have.
What do you mean over-prepare? Overthink.
Overthink and over-prepare.
She calls it over-prepare. I'm sure her therapist calls it overthink.
But it's over-prepared.
But I over-prepare.
Because I'm ready. Am I not ready?
You're so funny.
What to do if I get bit by a snake? I'm aware. Falling out of an airplane, this position. Knees down in the head.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this. Would you think about coming out to like the South for West Suburbs to some type of girl talk round table or something like that? Previously from Chicago, up in Chicago, St. Morris, Seneca area, sometimes. I know. Thank you, Marge. Yeah.
I know this is a paragraph. I love this.
I know.
Though.
I know.
Yeah, I would. Depends on how far the suburbs are.
That's a far
Depends
suburb.
on the suburb.
We have a fee.
Yeah.
We have a fee. So yeah, I think one thing that I think that has made your generation very in tune with a lot of issues, but it's also super overwhelming because you know too much too quickly. Thankfully, you tell us what is spooking you and what's scaring you, which is great for us as parents. But yeah, I think it's a lot.
Yeah.
How do you manage it?
I create plans for what if it does happen, which
that's not bad though.
I don't think it's a
my
bad
therapist
thing.
Used to tell me all the time, what is the worst that can happen and how would you deal with it? I'm sure if he's watching, he's probably like, that was not what I told you to do. That was not the point.
You're putting words into my mouth. Over 10 miles is a fee.
Over 10 miles is Mary Bowington, I love you. Marge is like, I'll come pick you up. I pobre Marge. Like the round trip, well, I'd have to pay for your gas. It's too crazy. Yeah, I'm always wondering if that is just like system. Like sometimes do you feel like just disconnecting completely, or do you think like me, because I work in news? I feel if I disconnect completely, I'm out of the loop and I'm not informed and something's going to happen.
I think you and I work very similarly, and that's where I get it from. That's also why I had sleep anxiety for many years, because I always thought, well, I was
that's from your uncle. That is not from me. Your uncle Mario does not sleep. I had Mario's daughter. If he wants to come reclaim her, that is perfectly fine. This is a great question. Has your mom embarrassed you with any of the videos?
Honestly, no. I think I embarrass her more.
No, you never embarrass me. No. No, you embarrass your dad, I'm sure. But I embarrass your dad. But then he smiles and laughs. So it's his choice. He chose us. But no, you've never embarrassed me. No. Never. Your brother hasn't embarrassed me. Well,
even when I'm dancing in the grocery store.
Oh, I love it. I think you're full of life. Your brother only embarrassed me once, and that's how he ended up in therapy. He had a conniption in the playground and dropped the F-bomb at the playground.
I also got in trouble for that.
And said to everyone, you are all a bunch of effing idiots. And he was in kindergarten. Hence, he's in behavioral therapy. And I blamed her because I scold these children like my mother in Spanish, and like, todo el mundo se mete en lío. Like if I'm scolding her brother, I'll yell at her too, and vice versa. It's a group punishment. So I told her and her cousin Mariana, who wasn't even living with us anymore, that it was their fault that he had learned that word. I didn't do so willingly. Okay, we trapped you. Are you saying we trapped you? Whatever. I love that your dad is watching.
Yeah.
So no, you've never embarrassed me. No, I love hanging out with you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you love hanging out with me?
I do.
For now.
Well, don't say it like that.
Wow. Well, it's nice to have you doing this.
It's nice to be here. All right. And
anything else?
What was this?
What's with the black hair? Sorry, I have to ask. What black hair, Mare? She has black hair.
Who has black hair?
You?
I don't have black hair.
Well, it's really dark brown compared to mine.
It is not black.
Look. It looks really dark there.
This
That's
is the same
why.
fight that we've had with Dad for years.
Why?
You have black hair. No, I don't.
You have really dark brown hair.
I do. I don't think it's that dark. I think it's just brown.
No, she hasn't done anything to it, Mare. It's just that I did have.
Does she watch the 9?
Does she watch? Do you watch Channel 9?
Oh,
Yes.
but I had to ask. Yeah, frequently. Yeah.
Look at Lillian Valdez drop the F-bomb at the Nun at 7 years old.
Hey.
How is our heater?
Okay, so here's the story. Today we bought sage. Because it is the week of Halloween and the TV turns on its own. We no longer have a furnace.
No, we have a furnace. It's working, but it's old, and we may have to replace the water tank before we replace it. Es una historia larga. And we just paid because one of the sensors of the car was broken. So what did your dad tell you have to do?
I don't know what he told me to do.
Start donating blood.
Oh, yeah.
See, Mary thought you dyed it. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So we hopefully the heater is holding on. The furnace is holding on. So we will see. But yes.
But for now, we are cleansing the
We're cleansing the house.
When you come in, we will cleanse you and then use the sun, something to
El Palo Santo.
Palo Santo to give you strength in these hard times.
Then my girlfriend who gave it to me was like, Ana, you have to do it gently. I'm like, gently is not in my middle name.
We have to see what crystals you are holding, what you're feeling.
We're going for anything. Oh my God, your daughter also sounds like you. Yeah, somebody told you have an accent.
Yeah.
We've ruined you, babe.
Someone told me it's like nasally, but then you also have like a little bit of a Spanish accent, and it's just so nice. I'm sorry, I just observe voices. I don't know.
See, Mary believes in the cleansing too. Mary, I have enough sage. I can come over to you, but at least your things are still working. Mine are not.
I want to see that though. Mary on a Sunday.
Mary on a Sunday.
With a beer in her hand.
Ache pa ti. There you go. All right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our company. I've enjoyed your company. Girl, easy with that Shirley Temple. If this is how you drink your mocktails. Es que de verdad aquí todo el mundo se cree que es. Aquí todo el mundo es. Have a great week. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You did great. Anything else you want to add?
I don't have anything else to add. Oh, someone said, I love how you both respect each other so much. That's not respect. That's fear. I have a Latin mother. That is always fear. I know there was a tracking chip in me since I was born. All right. Pure fear. Terrified. Petrified.
Exagerada.
I know.
But that's not bad. My mom said a little bit of fear is never bad.
No.
All right. Have a great evening, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your week and wish us luck with the furnace and the water tank and the car and the TV that keeps turning on and off.
Salud.
Salud.